Poland has been a beautiful drive so far. Wonderful countryside, very green, rolling hills, beautiful temperature. Poland, there is nothing to eat. It's all wilted, ugly sandwiches, kind of exactly what you would get in a Vancouver truck stop. Just not edible. Turns out Poland is the biggest country that we've been in so far, so the driving distances are quite long. It also has really crummy roads with the lowest speed limit that we've seen so far, which means we're not moving very quickly, and so it's taken us, well, all day. We started driving at 8 a.m. It's 4 p.m. now, and we're still not even in Warsaw, which only takes us halfway through Poland. So, very long driving day, and really would like to find a place to stop, get a shower and some food, and rest for the night. Still wearing the same clothing that we were wearing yesterday, and boy, would it be nice if we could get changed and have some rest. Well, in all of our travel maps and books, Poland just does not appear. It seems like nobody travels to Poland, and we're finding out why. We did over 16 hours of driving today. Turns out Poland is not very camper friendly. Kalen did finally find us a campsite in Warsaw. He sharp eyes, that kid. But at 70 euros per night, it was almost as expensive as the 3-star hotels, minus the breakfast that we would have gotten at the hotel. The truck stops are typically crappy affairs, so it took us a lot of driving before we found one that we liked to settle down at. On the map, the route looked easy. From Prague, just follow E67 northeast into Poland and through Warsaw, and continuing following it all the way to Lithuania, Latvia, and finally Tallinn, Estonia. However, what we didn't count on was E67 ending in middle of Warsaw and continuing elsewhere. So there were no signs posting that, so we found ourselves lost in Warsaw. How predictable. But I was very proud of the fact that we figured our way out after a couple hours. Unfortunately, when we reached our needed exit, it was cordoned off by the police, and they sent us in the opposite direction. And so we spent a couple more hours lost until I finally bought a map. At which point I found out we were almost out, and so a few minutes later we were on the way. But during that adventure we did have a chance to be good Samaritans. We met a Dutch lady from the Netherlands. She saw our plates, assumed we were Dutch, and asked for help. Her car had broken down in the middle of nowhere, and since we were lost in the middle of nowhere, we could relate. We were able to jumpstart her and get her going, and I met a German couple as well, lost, which again I can relate to. Lent them my maps and helped them find where they were and where they were headed to. So good karma on us. We slept in a truck station last night. 2 days without a shower now, and we've only had one decent meal in those last 2 days. So we're hoping today that that karma pays off and we get a good night's sleep somewhere. One thing you can't beat is a Polish breakfast. Not only the most filling, most satisfying of the breakfasts that we've had in Europe, also the least expensive. Thank you, Poland. episode we're learning how to drive Polish, and so if we survive this, it will be entertaining. Basically, when you see a traffic backup like this, if you're a Polish driver, you just go into the oncoming traffic and you drive past the backup. So we did that for about 1 kilometer or 2 to get past a lot of backup.